Proximal capsular augmentation with the indirect head of the Rectus femoris for longitudinal capsulotomy in primary hip arthroscopy. This is our disclosure. This case is a 36-year-old female patient. After our evaluation, the patient is suitable for longitudinal capsulotomy. The patient lying spine on a traction table with the upright beam placed in a neutral position of abduction and adduction, with 5 to 10 degrees of flexion. The surgery was performed via standard anterolateral, mid-anterior, and distal anterolateral accessory portal. Longitudinal capsulotomy. The longitudinal capsulotomy technique was used for the incision of the capsule with the indirect head of rectus femoris as the reference structure. The incision was made roughly perpendicular to the indirect head and extended to the anterior inferior iliac spine, proximally below the indirect head, to partially release the area of the proximal subspinous attachments of the capsule, which can facilitate the acetabular chain and labrum repair. The retachment of the torn labrum. The traction was applied gently, and then the joint space reached 8 to 10 mm after capsulotomy completed. At this point, the arthroscope and instruments were introduced into the central compartment to identify and address the torn labrum. Augmentation turning technique. A drill guide was placed, and one absorbable anchor with 2 number 2 sutures was placed in the decompressed area under the anterior inferior iliac spine. Firstly, each flap of the joint capsule was penetrated by the hook, and the ends of the suture reaching the surface of the capsule. Secondly, the suture hook was used again to pass the suture from bottom to top through the indirect head. Finally, the suture was tightened and locked on the surface of the indirect head. This is the schematic diagram of the anatomic repair of the proximal capsule in the longitudinal capsulotomy. The zonal arbitus was repaired. Firstly, the PDS tube was passed through the lateral side of the capsule with the suture hook, and then passed through the medial side. Finally, the ends of the PDS tube were grasped and introduced into the ends of the high-strength suture, tied or not, to complete the anatomic in situ restoration of the zonal arbitus. The patient recovered well after the operation with no complications. Therefore, proximal capsular augmentation with the indirect head of the rectus femoris could be a good choice for longitudinal capsulotomy.